Hey gorgeous ones, Michelle Edhouse here for Access You TV. Now, what are you willing to commit to and what are you not willing to commit to? So that is the question that I'm sitting here today with. I have been asking this question in a very, very mild way for a very long time, and something today has really struck that I am actually not committing to my life. I have been willing to create little tiny bits here and there. I've been willing to function from a space of fitting in. But if what I'm choosing doesn't fit in, at least with those that I'm choosing to be with in that 10 seconds, I won't choose it. So what are you unwilling to choose that, if you were willing to choose it, would create the change you think you want with total ease? And everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine boys, shorts and beyonds. Now, in that question, I used the word think, and the word think really is something that takes into account everywhere you have brought other people's points of view about what you should be creating, what you ought to be creating, what's right for you to be creating at your age, with your family dynamics, with your body shape, with your whatever. And what it does is it limits you. What do I mean by that? Well, anytime you're thinking, you're stinking. Now that's a direct quote from Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness. I nearly called him Dr. Gary Douglas. How does it get any better than that? Gary Douglas is the founder of Access Consciousness, and he is a very profound man, and he does it all from a space of awareness and willing to be, rather than from thinking. Because your mind, which is where you think, is very much like a computer, and if all it can process is what's been put in, is that a limitation? If you're willing to be functioning from awareness and being you, that opens up such a bigger space, so much more possibility, so much more choices show up. And when you're functioning from question, choice, possibility and contribution, then you can create anything, absolutely anything, even if you can't comprehend it in your mind. So what are you willing to commit to, and what aren't you willing to commit to? And what if there's no wrongness in that? What if you were to commit to being you? And if you don't know what I mean by being you, Dr. Dane here has written an amazing book about the topic, being you, changing the world. And I'm just so grateful for both of those men. They have been such a massive contribution to me getting to the point I'm at right now. And what I'd like to acknowledge right now is, even though I haven't committed to my life in 100% way, I have changed over the last 8 years since I found the tools of Access Consciousness. I've changed a huge amount, and I know there's so much more. So what are you willing to commit to now that you weren't willing to commit to before? So in this question, you get to see all the places that you've grown, you've changed. And is it time to step up your commitment? Is it time to shift gears start committing to even more, even greater, even more phenomenons of you. What is it you're willing to commit to now that you weren't willing to commit to before? What else is possible? Is it time now to step up in some area of your life, or all areas of your life? So my question for you today, everyone, is what are you willing to commit to now? Now, I've just come out here in the sun with my pad and paper, and I literally am going to sit down and seriously look at what I'm willing to commit to. I've been willing to commit to my eating habits the last 3 days. I've been willing to commit to asking my body for everything I ingest, and even whether or not it wishes to ingest anything in that 10 seconds. Now, my cups of coffee have changed from 2 spoons of Vienna, a sweetener and milk, just to 2 spoons of Vienna. And I've drunk, I think, probably 4 cups of coffee in the last 3 days, instead of 4 cups of coffee by lunchtime in one day. And that literally has just been asking my body what it would like to ingest. And in the past, I've done this for maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days. But this is day 3 and I'm still doing it. Had a couple of little slip-ups. And you know what? I didn't beat myself up for that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm recommitting. I'm re-choosing this. I am willing to be me and choose what will work for me. So what are you committing to now? Is it changing your money flows? Is it changing your body? Is it creating more happiness on the planet just by starting with you? What else is possible, and what can you choose and change now? So thanks for joining me here on Access You TV, and I'm looking forward to creating greater with you into the future. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible? Catch you guys later.